Boundaries are really important. Boundaries keep the wanted close to you and the unwanted further away. If you're an empath, a people pleaser, this is vital learning for you so that you can go ahead and create the life that you want and express yourself the way that you need to. Today's practice is all about searching for that truth and creating boundaries. But first, my name is Salimah, yoga therapist, and I'm the lead mentor for Yoga Visions Kundalini Yoga Teacher Training Program. In this program, you use Kundalini Yoga to create your personal transformation so that you can be a leader in your life and you can have impact in your community and in the world. For more information, check the links below and book a discovery call so that we can get started for you. So now, without further ado, a little bit more about boundaries. As you explore today's practice, think about how you use your body to create those boundaries. And we'll be using circles and movements in order to explore that range of motion and also to create an energetic field around you so that you're safe and contained. Let's begin now. Take a seated position on your mat. You can do this with a prop underneath your buttocks. You can do this leaning up against the wall. We'll begin with a breathing practice. And in this breathing practice, gently close your eyes. Inhale through the mouth. Close the mouth and exhale nose. Inhale mouth. Exhale nose. And continue that pattern, inhaling through the mouth and exhaling through the nose. You'll notice a little cooling effect. You'll notice your ability to breathe a little deeper coming here now as you extend the breath. Aim for an inhale of 4 and an exhale for 4. Do 2 more rounds. Beautiful. Good, and as you close your eyes now, bring the palms of your hands together. Press the palms of your hands together and your thumbs press into the center of your chest. Sit up tall and straight. And here we begin by tuning in with a mantra. Ong Namo. Gurudev Namo. I bow to the teacher within. I call in my highest consciousness. This mantra is in the sacred language of Gurmukhi. Sitting up tall and straight now, take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale and let's tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. 2 more times. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale very deeply. Set your intentions for today's practice. Is there a situation that you need to create boundaries for? Set those boundaries in your mind first. And exhale. Lower your hands all the way down to your knees. And as you stay here for just a moment, remembering all the teachers who come before us, all the students of yoga, this ancient wisdom practice from India. Let's begin our practice now. welcoming Vanessa, who will be demonstrating. Vanessa is a friend of YogaVision, a graduate of our teacher training program, and also an assistant to the program as well. Come onto your hands and knees. We begin with cat and cow. Cat and cow is a really good way to warm up the spine. If you need a little bit of extra comfort underneath your knees, you can go ahead and grab a blanket or a cushion, comfort your knees, bring your hands underneath your shoulders, and from here we start to move the spine. Inhaling as you look all the way up to the ceiling, and exhale, round the spine, look towards the knees. Inhaling as you look up, and exhaling as you look down. Rounding the spine as you go. And as you feel your body warm up just a little bit, you can start to increase the speed of the movement or keep it exactly where it is right now. Let's take a quick look down at your hand. Make sure that your fingers are spread wide apart so you have a stable base on your mat. And as you curl the spine, coming all the way up, arching up as high as you can. And as you lower down, really allow the belly to drop so that you get full extension here in the spine. Last few seconds. Inhale very deeply, come to center. Hold steady and release. From here, we're moving into a triangle pose, into downward facing dog, to make a transition up into a standing posture for tree pose. So from here, turn your toes over, lift your knees up, bring your weight into your fingertips, into your hands, and into your toes. And then softly walk your hands towards your feet or your feet towards your hands, whatever is most comfortable for you. And then slowly, with control, come all the way up to standing. 3, 2, and 1. Give a moment to roll out your shoulders. Inhale, bring the shoulders all the way up, and exhale down. Do that 2 more times. Inhale and exhale down. And then 1 more time. Inhale and release. Moving into tree pose now. From here, bring your gaze to a point on the floor in front of you or just on the wall in front of you, something that's not moving. And as you fix your gaze, now start to shift your weight onto the right side. And as you become stabilized on your right side, pick up your left foot and place it. You have 3 options here. Place it against your ankle. So toes on the ground, ankle to ankle. That's option number 1. Option number 2 is to raise the leg up so that the sole of the foot is underneath the knee. And then option number 3 is to bring the sole of the foot above the knee. Whichever works best for you is where you want to stay. And pressing the palms together. So remember, if you fall out of the posture as we go along, you can use a wall for support, a chair for support, and then just retrace your steps. Come all the way back out of the posture, come back in, shifting your weight, using your gaze, and then rebalancing yourself. Here for just a few more seconds, doing your best. And then softly release. Lower your hands and your feet down to the mat. And we'll do the same thing on the opposite side. So give yourself a little shake now. Release any stress or tension that's built up in your body. And then we're moving over to the opposite side. So now stabilizing on the left. Fix your gaze. And then pick up your foot. Place your ankle against ankle. That's option number 1. Option number 2 is your sole of your foot underneath the knee, And option number 3 is above the knee. Holding steady here, press the palms together. Keeping your eyes just a little bit open, stay focused with your gaze. And notice all the micro movements that your body is doing in order to hold this position. And balance is something that changes over time. So having a daily practice with a little bit of balance is a good idea for your body. Keeps your nervous system balanced and also allows you to challenge those areas that we don't often get to do in our daily life. Inhale very deeply, nice work. And slowly lower your hands down, lower your foot down, and relax. From here we're going into archer pose. Archer pose is a posture of power, of command. And so feeling that in your body now as you set up for this posture. So standing with your feet just about hip width apart, take a big step forward with your right foot. And you can get comfortable here, lengthen your stance just a little bit so that you feel your balance, but you also feel very steady on the mat. With your right foot forward, raise your right arm up so that it is parallel to your leg. Curl your fingers in, stick your thumb all the way up. And now with the opposite arm, pull back as if you were pulling on a bow. And then bend into that forward leg so that you feel powerful, you feel your stance, you feel the experience of being in your body. And then hold steady. Fix your gaze just past your thumb. Look into that future. Look into that future state where you start to assert your boundaries, where you make a personal claim for your power, your time, your emotional resources, and you hold steady. Breathing deeply and completely. Last few seconds here, see if you can feel into the ground below you. Feel supported. Feel connected. Feel grounded. And then from here, take a deep inhale. Squeeze root lock, squeeze anus, sex organs, navel center. And then exhale, release the lock. Release the hold, and then come all the way back into your starting position. We're resetting for the opposite side now. Same movement, opposite side. Now here, stepping forward with your left foot. Take a wide stance, just enough to challenge your balance. Left foot forward, and now raise the left arm up. And then pull back as if you were pulling on a bow. Feel the stability, the strength of your body. As you curl your fingers in, keep your thumb pointed upwards, and then move your gaze just past your thumb. Remembering your intention, creating a focal point with your eyes. Holding steady here. You're doing great. Last few seconds here. Holding steady, take a deep inhale. Hold the breath, squeeze root lock, squeeze anus, sex organs, navel center, send the energy upwards, and then softly exhale, lower your hands down, come back to your standing position in the center of your mat. Nice work. Here we're making our way into our seated position, but first, frog pose. So from here, you're bringing your feet just about hip width apart, just a little further than hip width apart, and then coming into a crouching position, balancing on your fingertips and on your toes. This is the starting position for frog pose. From here, we'll be doing 15 frog poses. Fingers are onto the ground, toes are pointed outwards, knees are pointed outwards, and the ankles are together. Do your best here. If you need a little bit more height, you can bring a block underneath your fingertips, or you can use a chair to stabilize yourself. And then from here, inhale as you bend towards your knees, and exhale as you come back into that original position. Beautiful work. We'll do 15 here. Inhaling as you raise up on your buttocks, and then exhaling down. You may notice a little snapping, a little crackling sound. That's okay. That's the air moving through your joints and your ligaments. Perfectly normal. And do your best here. Really concentrate on the movement. We're sending energy from the base of the spine all the way up through the top of the head. Frog pose is an excellent way to get the heart going and to really become present into the practice. When you're done 15 frog poses, make your way all the way down onto your mat, and we'll begin the practice of creating boundaries. This is episode number 1 of our True Self series. Here where you get to know who you really are by shedding some of what you're not. Taking a moment now to let your heart rate come back to normal, and from here take a sharp inhale, quick inhale, and then long exhale. And notice how that brings you back into a regulated state of breath. Good, let's begin. We're starting off with our first practice, and will be in a seated position. The rest of the next few exercises are done seated. So if you need an extra prop to sit comfortably, please go ahead and bring that. You might need a pillow underneath your buttocks, or maybe it's more comfortable sitting on a block. Go ahead and choose that. You can even extend your legs out in front of you so that you're really comfortable. From here, extending the arms all the way out to the side so they're parallel to the ground. And then extend your middle finger all the way out and use your thumb to fold down the opposite fingers. So you want to pull down your index finger with your thumb and then hold down your other fingers so that your middle fingers are extended. Now take this mudra and extend your arms all the way out. And from here, start gently making backwards arm circles. So the whole arms are moving. You can see that the heart is forward, the chest is forward. And start to move slowly. And as we move through this practice, we'll be making some increases in speed. But for right here, get comfortable with the movement. Small circles moving in a backwards direction. So you're moving towards the wall behind you. Elbows are straight. Good, so we're almost done with this slow version. Think about as you move your arms, that you're clearing your aura. Your aura is the space around you. It's the energy that comes off of you, and it really is a reflection of your thoughts and your emotions. So feel as though you're swiping all of that clean. And now, with control, start to speed up the movement. So 1 minute, fairly slowly, and now speeding up the movement. This mudra and this movement also help to create a neutral mind so that we can really see and be in the presence of others without judgment. Good, you're doing great. If you need to take a break, that's totally fine. Just come right back to it the best you can. And now for the last few seconds, go as fast as you possibly can. Nice work. That's it. Might hurt a little bit, and that's okay. You'll find your way. Over time, as you practice this Kriya, you'll find that it gets a little easier. Awesome. Take a deep inhale, hold steady here. And exhale, slowly lower the arms all the way down. Good. Take a moment now. And just notice what's been happening. Last few warm-up exercises, the breath work. Just check in with your body, your mind, your spirit. And let's move on. From here now, interlace your fingers and bring this mudra, interlace your fingers and bring this mudra behind your neck. Keep your chest open, keep your elbows up, and start Sufi grinds here. So you want to make big circles with your waist and really allow your body to flow with this movement. We're starting to work on the digestive organs, and this is not just digestion of the physical, in the physical realm, but also digestion of experiences. Allowing those experiences that you've had to be released. Good. So inhaling as you come forward, keeping the elbows up and extended. Paying attention to your experience here. Keeping your eyes closed, focusing in between the eyebrows and slightly above. Last few seconds. Inhale very deeply. On your next rotation, come all the way up to center. We're starting to awaken the idea of building a circle around you. From here, release out of the posture and give yourself a moment to reset. Just check in with your seated position, feeling comfortable. Do you need to change anything? Go ahead and make any small adjustments now as we move on to the next part of today's Kriya. Bring your thumbs, the next mudra is to bring the tip of your thumbs underneath the pinkies. And then extend your arms all the way out to the sides at a 60-degree angle. Good. So one arm is up and one arm is down. So we want to do a little bit of a balancing movement here. Excellent. From here, inhale, switch the arms. So lower one and raise the other. Beautiful. You're maintaining a fluid line between your arms as you go. So continue that movement, inhaling, bringing one up and one down. That's it. Keep it at a 60-degree angle. So here we're pressurizing all the meridian points around the shoulders so that your heart opens and that you can breathe a little bit more deeply. And imagine here that as you move your hands, move your arms, you're also creating a boundary around yourself. So again, utilizing the idea of circles, utilizing the physical space around you to create that differentiation between you and the rest of the world. Here you can close your eyes now and keep all the energy inward. Really concentrate as you continue raising and lowering the arms with the eyes closed, focusing in between the eyebrows. We're almost there. Last one on each side. Beautiful. Inhale very deeply. Hold the breath. Let the energy circulate, and exhale. And relax. Relax your hands down. Take a moment, and we're moving on into the next part of the meditation, this meditative experience. And from here, moving into camel pose. So we're going to spend some time on the knees. So if you have a towel or a blanket to comfort your knees, you can do that, or you can even fold the mat into two so that you have a little bit more cushioning under the knees. From here, sitting back, and there's a few different ways you can approach camel pose, and I'll show you the modifications, and then as you feel comfortable and as you figure out which one your body appreciates and wants to stay with, then that's the right one for you. The first one is fairly simple. Stay right where you are in rock pose. Gently lean back and open the chest, tipping your chin towards the ceiling. And this might be just perfectly fine for many of you. So you can stay right here and get the full extent of the practice. For others, you may want a little bit more. Your body may be able to offer a little bit more. And from here is to raise up just a little bit more, and then bring your hands to the back of your body, as if you were putting your hands in your back pockets. And then from here, slightly looking up, opening the chest, and relaxing into the posture. Option number 3 is to reach back for your ankles. If you have flexibility in your spine, if you feel like going in a little deeper into the posture, you can do that. That's what Vanessa is demonstrating right now. This is the full extent of the posture, and just one other option that you can explore. So we're here for just about a minute. So find where your body can hold, where you can concentrate, and where you feel best in the practice. Wherever you are, lean back to tip your chin up and breathe. Breathe long and deep. This particular practice helps to massage the reproductive organs, keeps all the energy flowing into the chakras of that area as well. Last few seconds here. From here, we're making a transition into a more flowing aspect of today's practice. And from here, raising your arms all the way up, and then leaning forward, coming all the way into a child's pose. So coming down onto the mat, forehead is down to the mat. Taking a breath here, and then making your transition back into camel pose. So finding the variation that works for you, leaning back, and then as you exhale, coming back, bringing your forehead down to the mat. Now, some of this may be a bit challenging, so if you'd like to just stay here in a forward fold, that's totally fine too. Find your way. See if you can make a little bit of a transition so that you feel comfortable and that you can also give your full energy to the practice. So wherever you are today, that's perfect. Leaning up, leaning back, and then coming forward, bending your forehead towards the mat. Good. Inhaling, looking back. Exhaling, coming forward. As you bow forward, you have the opportunity to surrender, to pay tribute to all that has been, so that you can move into the now, into the future, and into your true self. Last two, just like this. Going at your own pace, finding your own way to move in this way. Good. And here, as you come into your final child's pose, relax for just a moment. Feel the ground supporting you. Feel your truth starting to surface. And then slowly, gently come all the way back into a seated posture as we move into the next part of our practice. Taking a cross-legged position or legs extended out in front of you, whatever you feel comfortable with. Making your hands into fists, sticking the thumbs all the way up. Extend your arms out to the sides, parallel to the ground, and from here is a twisting motion. So as you twist to the left, inhale, twisting left, and exhale, twisting to the right. Good. Go at a pace that you can contain, and again, feel those boundaries around you. Feel the solidification of the circle of energy, and also that you're opening your heart. Just about halfway there. You're doing great. Let your breath guide the movement. Last one on each side. Good, and then gently come all the way up to a seated position, straighten the spine, be right here, hold, 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 and then softly exhale, relax your arms all the way down. Release your hands out of the fists. Good. The next posture is in rock pose, coming onto your knees and onto your heels. If you find that uncomfortable or not good for your body today, you can bypass and just stay on a cross-legged position. From here, keep your hands onto your thighs, palms are facing downwards, and this is a breathing practice. So let me explain it first, and then you can demonstrate, and then Vanessa will demonstrate, and you can follow along with her. So here, the idea is to take a very deep inhalation through the nose, and then pump your navel center. So move the belly button in and out, in and out as many times as you can while holding the breath in. And then when you can't hold the breath anymore, release, exhale all the breath out, hold the breath out, and then again, squeeze the navel in and out, in and out, in and out. This takes a little bit of practice. I assure you, you will be able to find it. It's about really tracking into the navel center, your belly button, and then finding a way to make a small contraction there. So let's start now. Take a deep inhale, hold the breath, and then pump the navel center in and out, in and out, in and out. It's almost as though you're doing small little contractions there. When you can't hold your breath anymore, release all the breath. Hold the breath out and do the same thing. Squeeze, squeeze, keep squeezing your belly button in and out. We're not here for too long. Give yourself time to explore and experiment. This is called stomach pumps or navel pumps. This practice works on digestion, elimination, and strengthening the navel center. The third chakra, the navel center, is really where people sense our presence. And so when you strengthen this area, it also gives an energetic impression of who you are and how you are. So keep your eyes closed, concentrate on that movement, and know that you're doing really important things for your boundaries right now. I love how we all engage with these powerful tools of Kundalini Yoga to heal, to transform, to create leadership in our lives, to have impact on the world around us. And so just know as you do this practice, however difficult or challenging they may be, is you're having an impact not only on yourself and your personal transformation, but on all the people around you. Keep going. We're almost there. Inhale very deeply and release. Give yourself a moment with your eyes closed. Notice how much energy you made in that small gesture of moving your navel in and out. Staying here in rock pose or keeping yourself in a cross-legged position, start to do Sufi grinds, inhaling as you circle forward, exhaling as you circle all the way to the back. Really lead with the heart, lead with the chest. We're working on the circular flow of energy. Inhale very deeply right here and exhale completely. And then move in the opposite direction. Same exercise, opposite direction. Last few seconds, just like this. You're doing great. Inhale very deeply, come to center. Hold steady and exhale. We're picking up the pace now, so staying in this rock pose or shifting down to a cross-legged position. Here again, we're going to use a mudra, and we're having a punching motion along with this. So as you have your hands close to your body, the fists are closed, and as you extend your arm all the way out in front, palm is open. So closing your fist as you come forward, and then extending your fingers out as you come forward. Closing it as you come back, opening your hands as you come forward. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. So make that really fast, make it powerful. And remember, any blocks in front of you, you can use this as a way of releasing that, knocking it out of your way, and creating a little bit of momentum around the boundaries that you want to set for yourself. Claim your space in front of you. Hold that as an intention as you power through this part of the Kriya. Good, get it all the way out there. You can move a little faster now. You can add a little bit more vigor behind your movements. Just go for it. Let everything hang out. We're in the last few seconds. You're doing great. Keep going. That's it. Blasting away any blocks now in front of you, being very clear of what you want to set out in front. Nice work. Inhale very deeply. And exhale completely. Nice. From here, we're making a quick transition into a standing posture. So we'll just take a moment and let the energy settle, and then finding our way into a standing position. So here you can come over onto your hands and knees and transition over just like we would for frog pose. So stepping back onto your heels, coming into a balancing, a crouching position, and then coming all the way up into standing. Nice. From here, starting to clear the space around you. So here are the final moments of this Kriya. And so as you go through these moments, think about the space on the sides of you. So extend your arms all the way out to the sides, palms are facing down. And here, just like we did before, we're clearing the space by moving the arms up and down. So as you lower one, you raise the other and continue in a fairly quick pace. So do what's right for your body. Keep a straight line as you move, but really feel as though you're clearing anything, any obstacles that might be on the side of you, and claim that space for yourself. We're creating mental and physical equilibrium here, as well as clearing the aura. Lots of interesting things happening in this particular Kriya. One of them is using circles as a way of defining boundaries, and the movements as a way of defining boundaries. A boundary can be something that you say yes to, and a boundary that can be something that you say no to. It's a feeling of inside worthiness. And so as you work on speaking your truth, you increase the power of your presence. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Last few seconds. Inhale very deeply and exhale completely. Taking a moment here to breathe. Making your way back down into a seated position. We'll do that the same way you came in. So crouching down, balancing on your toes and on your fingertips, and then gently lowering yourself all the way down. Extend the left leg forward and keep your right foot into the center of your body, as close to your groin as possible. Lift your arms up, and then as you exhale, reach for your toes, your shins, your knees, whatever you can reach is perfect, and stay here with long, deep breathing. As you settle into the posture and you have a little bit more room to take on a little more, you can begin breath of fire. You can do that by sticking your tongue out, panting like a dog, and then when you get the rhythm of that, close your mouth and then continue that strong breathing pattern. Here we're opening the hips and strengthening the sciatic nerve, the life nerve. Last few seconds. Inhale very deeply and exhale completely. Slowly come all the way up to a tall, straight spine. And now we're changing sides. So extending the opposite leg out, and the sole of the foot comes close to the groin. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up and reach for your toes, your big toe, your shin, your knee, your thigh, whatever's available to you. Slowly lower down. Begin with long, deep breathing. And once you find yourself comfortable in this position, you can begin breath of fire, or you can stay right here using a long, deep breath. Inhale very deeply, hold steady, and exhale. Slowly release yourself out of the posture, straighten the spine, and take a moment here quietly for yourself, reflecting on all that has transpired. We are one step away from completing the Kriya. Come back into a cross-legged position. There's some options here. We're going to be using a mudra behind the back. So interlace the fingers and keep the index fingers pointing upwards, crossing the thumbs over top of each other. Bring this mudra behind your back. And as you bring that behind your back, slowly lower yourself down to center. So bringing your forehead towards the ground. Now, if arms behind the back don't work, you can bring your fingertips down by your sides. And from here, we'll be raising up and lowering down. So inhaling here slightly, inhaling up, and then exhaling to the right side. Inhaling up, exhaling to center, and then inhaling up and then exhaling to the left side. And continue that pattern, inhaling to center, and then exhaling to the right, to center, and then to left. So spending some time now coming back to neutral. Coming back to your intuition and coming back to your ability to surrender. One last time into the center. And just hold here for a moment. And come all the way up into a tall, straight spine. Taking some time now to sit quietly, to be with your intention of creating clear and strong boundaries. Be cozy in the space inside of your skin. We're moving on to the meditation now, and the meditation uses a mantra, and it's the meditation to make the impossible possible. And so think about where you might want to apply that in your life. Is it around the topic of boundaries? Is it in a relationship? Is it in a new set of circumstances that you want to bring about for yourself? This is the time to lean into this meditation to make the impossible possible. So using your fingertips, allow your hands to be gently resting on your knees. And as we say each part of the mantra, bringing your thumb to touch the first finger, the second finger, the third finger, and the fourth finger. The mantra is sa, ta, na, ma, ra, ma, da, sa, se, so, hung. So close your eyes now and follow along. This is a short meditation to make the impossible possible. Sa, ta, na, ma, ra, ma, da, sa, se, so, hung. Sa, ta, na, ma, ra, ma, da, sa, se, so, hung. Sa, ta, na, ma, ra, ma, da, sa, se, so, hung. Sa, ta, na, ma, ra, ma, da, sa, se, so, hung. Sa, ta, na, ma, ra, ma, da, sa, se, so, hung. Sa, ta, na, ma, ra, ma, da, sa, say, so, hung. Sa, ta, na, ma, ra, ma, da, sa, say, so, hung. Sa, ta, na, ma, ra, ma, da, sa, say, so, hung. Sa, ta, na, ma, ra, ma, da, sa, say, so, hung. Last one. Sa, ta, na, ma, ra, ma, da, sa, say, so, hung. Inhale very deeply. This meditation brings the mantra to clear the subconscious mind and the mantra for healing together. Inhale very deeply, squeeze your hands into fists, squeeze all the muscles of your body. And exhale through the mouth. 2 more, inhale very deeply, squeeze, tense, hold. And exhale. 1 more time, inhale, squeeze, tense, hold. And exhale. Take a moment here, feel the energy flowing through you. All the work that has taken place in today's Kriya, feel it blessing your life with transformation, with opportunity, with possibility, with a new beginning. Press your palms together at the center of your chest. Sit up tall and straight. We're closing the practice now with a long Sat, short Nam. Closing your eyes down, sit with a spine of steel and a heart of gold. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam means truth is my name in the sacred language of Gurmukhi. Please ground yourself, bring your forehead and your palms to the ground, closing off the energy of today's practice. Thank you for joining in. My name is Salimah, yoga therapist and the director of Yoga Vision Center. With me was Vanessa on behalf of all the crew at Yoga Vision. Thank you so much. And we'd love to see more of you in our teacher training program. Remember to click the links below, book a discovery call, and together we can make transformation, leadership, and impact a big part of who you are and how you are using the technology of Kundalini Yoga. Lots of love. Until next time, like, subscribe, comment, tell me how you like this video, and make sure to share so that this information can go out far and wide. Lots of love. Bye for now.